Hey everybody, this is Big Worm from Big Worm's Playhouse. I'm here to cover week 2 of my weight loss challenge, covering the dates of February 19th, 2018 through February 26th, 2018, or until that morning. I wanted to again reiterate how tough of a week it was last week for me personally. I think it happens to us all. We all have a tough week here and there. You know how it goes. When it rains, it pours. So I was dealing with my back issues and my back spasms, medical stuff like that. I was also dealing with my dental and bills and work and everything. Everything just kind of piled on for me last week. I managed to put most of those fires out, so hopefully there won't be a hindrance this week. The good thing is I got some medical treatment where I got some treatment on my back. Finally, now it's starting to feel better, so I'm hoping for a much better and productive week 3. Let's move on to the kind of foods I ate. I'm not proud of that. I think I ate much worse than the first week. I did still keep up to my minimum 20-hour fast. I know that sometimes turns into 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 hours, depending, how busy I am. So I did keep to the fast, but I ate really badly, and I ate a lot worse than the week before. I think part of all the things that were happening with me more than likely slowed me down. My back definitely slowed me down. It made it really difficult for me to do anything. So I did do things, but I did a lot slower than normal. So hopefully that's not going to continue to be a problem. I'm doing regular back exercises, and that should help as well. As far as the food, just to quickly recap throughout the week, I ate Chinese food 3 times. I ate Soup Plantation twice. I had Yoshinoya once. I went to Starbucks once, and where I had a venti frappuccino along with the feta wrap. And then I had chicken strips along with potato wedges. It seems like I kind of gave up for the week, at least consciously or subconsciously. Let's look at Chinese food. Most Chinese food is really greasy. I know it tastes good and everything, but it's not going to help you, and it's definitely not going to help me because it's so greasy. It has a ton of calories. A lot of the Chinese food is made in a lot of oils, and a lot of oils have a lot of fats. I understand some oils are good and they're good fats, but that's just too much, and you'll see pictures in a minute. So Chinese food is probably not the way to go, and I had that 3 times. It's the same thing with Mexican food. It's good, it's delicious. A lot of Mexican food is just kind of a lot of fat, really greasy, and it's just kind of bad for you. And again, there's healthier versions of it, but the typical type of Chinese food and Mexican food that most of us are exposed to, and especially where it's inexpensive, a lot of times it's not good for you to begin with. Soup Plantation, you already know about that if you've been seeing the previous videos. And Soup Plantation is a buffet basically, and you can overeat there, and that includes ice cream and brownies. I know the main thing is salads and soups, but you also have the bad stuff too, including bread, cheese bread and pizza bread and all that good stuff. So Soup Plantation is bad, and I gotta, just because it's simple reason that's a buffet, and I need to try to avoid that a lot more, as well as Chinese food altogether. That just didn't go well as planned. And it seemed like, to me at least, I gave it for the weekend. So in terms of the food, I just want to talk briefly about the food before I kind of show you what I ate. Starbucks, I think every now and then I'll have my Starbucks, but let's face it, a Frappuccino isn't the greatest for you. It's just not. If I do continue to have that in the future, I try to limit that a lot more. And plus, I really don't need to get a venti. I think I got a free one through my rewards program. So I got venti, why not? Yoshinoya isn't bad, but I think I need to limit it and bring it down a bit more. So that's basically the kind of foods that I ate throughout the week. Oh, and then I did the chicken strips. I mean, do I need to say anything? Chicken strips and potato wedges. All fried food. Fried. All bad. And I shouldn't even attempted that. Finally, the other thing I had in addition to that food, I had carrot cake twice. I had pecan pie twice. I had donuts twice. I drank soda 5 times, and it was somewhere between 16 and 20 ounces each time. I had at least 5 16 and 20 ounce drinks of different sodas. And I had an Arizona green tea twice. Now here's the thing about Arizona green tea. It's green tea, right? So technically, to me it tastes good. I think a lot of you might like it as well. It's green tea, but it's Arizona green tea, and if you look at the calories in the bag, number 1, it has a ton of calories. Number 2, it has a ton of sugar, and that's not going to do anyone any good. As good as it is, as much as I like Arizona green tea, it's basically a lot of empty calories, mostly from the sugar, and it's really not good for you either. So those are the things I kind of had to want to cover And now I'm going to go ahead and show you a few pictures of the kind of foods I had. You can see for yourself basically what I had. So here we go. Okay, I'm back. So those were the pictures of the food I ate to give you a better idea of what I was talking about and what I was discussing. So now I forgot to mention that I did not work out at any time this past week because of how busy it was, because of my back, because of the problems. I didn't even make the attempt. I'm sure if I really tried, I could have managed something, but I didn't. So I did not work out, not once, and I also wanted to talk about how the fasting was going, whether I had any withdrawals or not throughout the week. For the most part, I did not have any real withdrawals. I wasn't really hungry here and there when I was going through the fasting. There's only one time where I was actually hungry, and I kind of had a withdrawal. I think it was like at 11 in the morning, and I think the time to eat was going to be something like 4 or 5 p.m. or something like that. So just kind of one withdrawal on going through the whole fasting experience, and again, no workouts. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weigh-in video that I did on Monday on February 26th, and just see what kind of results, if any, that I got. Take a look. What's up, everyone? This is Big Worm from Big Worm's Playhouse. It's that time of week again. We have completed 2 weeks of my new weight loss challenge. Let's see where we're at today. Today is Monday, February 26, 2018. So let's go ahead and take a look, see if I gained, lost, or maintained any weight. Here we go. Here's the scale. I'm going to go ahead and zero that out. And now that's zeroed out, I'm going to go ahead and get on. And waiting while it calculates. Let's see where we're at. And there is the weight, and it looks like 366.5. So we'll go ahead and cover that on our weekly recap and go over the weight gain. Talk to you soon. Yeah, so as you see, I did not do good. As you saw, I gained 6 pounds. The week before I lost 7.7 pounds. Now I gained 6 of those pounds back. And although I was fasting, just look at all the food I ate. Or, you heard, I also told you basically about all the food I ate and how bad it was for you. So it made a difference, even with the fast. So this week was definitely a failure for me. I had a really bad week. Then again, I had a lot going on. I know a lot of us are going to have those weeks, and it's going to be tough to stay on task, especially if time permits, to try to continue the whole weight loss thing and eat the best foods and along with the exercise. Eating the food should be the easiest part, because the exercise is going to take time. It's just a matter of making better choices when you're eating the food, and I didn't do that. And it kind of seems pretty much by the weekend I really gave up, because that's when I had the chicken strips and more Chinese food, and yeah, basically on the food I ate for the weekend, it's just, I at least consciously or subconsciously I gave up. But before I move on and talk about this, I wanted to quickly say on the weigh-in videos, I'm going to try to wear the same thing every time, so you may have already noticed that. I'm going to kind of wear the same shorts and same t-shirt as to try to keep the weight consistent, as opposed to changing it up with different looks and everything. So I'll try to have the same thing on my weigh-ins, wearing the same thing on my weigh-ins, just so you can be as consistent as possible with the weight. Now going back to how this week went, obviously we talked about that, I already discussed all of that. It didn't go well. I need I know I had a lot going on, and yes, my back slowed me down. Those were all problems last week as well, and I didn't handle it as well as I should have. So one thing I definitely need to do, even as busy as a week can be, is somehow manage my time better and find time somewhere, because I think if we really look, we all have time to fit in a workout here and there somewhere. Either in the morning, after work, in the evening, midday, maybe at lunchtime, maybe at least go for a walk on your breaks or at lunch or whatever it may be. There's ways, and I know there's ways. I just didn't capitalize on that. It's early, and I kind of dropped down. I suppose when someone goes to a week like this, when they're trying to lose weight, it's easy to give up. They're like, screw it, let's just eat, and I'm just gonna eat and do my thing. Not the way to do it, not the way to handle it. I need to pick myself back up, which is what I'm doing. I'm really annoyed and kind of pissed off at myself for how the week went, and I plan to make major changes or much bigger changes and put forth a much better effort for week 3. The good thing is it doesn't seem like my back is bothering as much, so that's good. So I plan to change the kind of foods I eat. I definitely plan to change it completely around, stay away from some of that food I basically told you about, and work out more, and somehow manage time to get those workouts in, because it's important, and it's definitely gonna allow me to advance farther in my progression of my weight loss. So that's the plan to do. To going into week 3 is what I'm gonna do. Bad week, yes. Failed, yes. It happened, but let's move on. I look forward to doing a video the following for after week 3, and basically go over how how successful of a week it's gonna be. That's my intentions, and we'll see what happens. Again, thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, feel free to like this video, give it a thumbs up below. I try to be as honest and forthright as I can with everyone, and taking you almost like through a journal entry as how this experience is going for me, and I'm sure it's relatable to so many of you. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So if you like the video, go ahead, hit the like at the bottom down there, and also if you want to subscribe and see how I end up with these journeys, my trials and tribulations and my ups and downs, feel free to subscribe below, and you'll see how I wind up going through these challenges over the next few weeks and such. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Take care, and see everybody till next time.